If you've been struggling with exposure or maybe getting inconsistent results when it comes to your photography, then maybe you need to start paying attention to the histogram. That's what we're going to be talking about in this video. By the end, I'm confident that you're going to be able to master exposure and get better results in your photography. What is a histogram? Well, a histogram is basically a graph showing us the data that we've captured or we're about to capture with our exposure. The left-hand side represents shadows and blacks, and the right-hand side is the whites and highlights, and in between are our midtones. So on your camera, to display the histogram, typically you'll just be pushing the display or the info button. And on mirrorless cameras, we can view the histogram not only on our live view screen here, but we can also view that in the viewfinder as well, which makes it really easy when it comes to establishing what our exposure needs to be. So what are we looking for specifically as landscape photographers when it comes to referencing the histogram? The main thing that I'm trying to keep in mind is making sure my histogram data is not significantly leaving either side, particularly the highlight side. So I'm going to pull up an example here, very common scenario, right on sunset. Have a look at the histogram and I'll walk you through how I adjust the settings accordingly to get the exposure correct. So here's my histogram on the lower right hand corner, and we can see that all the data is within the graph. That's what I'm looking for. Now, if I adjust any of my settings, whether it's the ISO, the f-stop, or the shutter speed, you'll see that the histogram is moving left and right. And that's basically telling us in real time what's happening with the exposure. What I don't want to happen is have too much light entering in and my histogram slides off to that right hand side. That's representing an overexposed photograph. And as you can imagine, if we go to the far left hand side, that's telling us that our image is underexposed. What I'm hoping to do and generally trying to achieve is having my data sitting somewhere within the graph. Now, I'm not too concerned about how high these white lines are going. That's just the amount of pixels there are for that tone. What I'm really concerned about is the data leaving the graph, and I'm specifically concerned about those highlights because in most modern mirrorless cameras, we can recover a lot of shadows in our post-processing, but the highlights are less forgiving. So if I was capturing this scene here, anywhere around here is fine. Even if it's a little dark like this, we can go brighter. Don't think there is an absolute perfect histogram. We're just trying to avoid overexposing. Let me show you an example of when it will overexpose. So this is a very common scenario in landscape photography where we're actually shooting straight towards a sunrise or sunset. We've got a backlit scene. And this is where things get a little tricky. So what we typically do here is underexpose. So at the moment, you can see my histogram is just starting to kiss that right-hand side. We do have highlight recovery in our processing, but I typically err on the side of caution. Now I'm going to speed up the shutter speed in this case, and now I can see that the highlights are not clipping, and I'll capture the scene right there. Now you'll be looking at the image. When we push play and review the histogram, you'll see that the shadows, there's a lot of shadows there. It's looking quite dark, but this is where the processing comes in. And all we need to do is simply raise up the exposure in our post-processing. If we try to do it now here, what's going to happen is we can get the shadows nice and bright, but we've completely overexposed the sky and we won't be able to pull that back later on. So I simply just bring that down, and this is called exposing to the right. We're getting as much data in as we can, nice and bright, and then stopping the exposure just as we're about to clip those highlights. All right, that's the histogram. Pretty simple, and honestly, once you start referring to that, it just takes all the guesswork out of exposure. I haven't looked at a light meter in about 13 years. The light meter is specific on certain parts of the frame, whereas the histogram just tells you everything that's going on. So there's no more guesswork. Start exposing for those highlights. It might not always look great on the back of the camera, depending on the scene you're photographing. Once you get that raw file back in your processing, and shooting raw is critical in order to lift up those darker details. Now, if you're shooting a more simplified scene with your back to the sun, you pretty much be able to get that exposure looking good on the back of the camera. When it comes to our sunrises and sunsets, that's what you have to do. Shoot for the highlights, reveal the dark tones in post. All right, that's enough for me. Thanks for checking out the video, guys, and I'll see you in another one soon.